Hi, I'm Mark, CEO and co-founder of Primal. I manage 150 employees, and to do that, as CEO, I look at two particular areas of my job in order to help the company succeed. And I'm going to share that with you today. And hopefully by the end of this video, you should get a better idea of what a CEO should be doing, or even from a management perspective, what managers should be doing, because leadership can be applied to any position in a company. So let's get into it. The first part of my role is management. I need to decide on strategy because strategy is direction. We're going to be lost and we won't know where to apply our time and resources. So when it comes to strategy, you want to decide on where you're going to play. As a marketing agency, we want to play in specific arenas, targeting specific clients, doing specific services, and delivering specific outcomes, right? So as a business, you want to decide your direction, and it's less about deciding what to say yes to, and it's more about saying no to the other things that the business could be doing so that you can focus your resources in one direction, right? So once I decide on strategy, I look at team. You can execute and you can go to where you're going. If I was to do it alone, I need a team and I need a good one so that we can deliver on the strategy. This is really important, right? When it comes to hiring, when it comes to retention, this is a really key part in being able to deliver on a strategy in order to win, is that you need right people behind you. If you look at a company and its strategy failing, you can typically look at the team and it'll be quite easy to tell why it's failing. Is because they don't have the right people. So I spend a lot of time ensuring that I have the right people doing the right things in the team, okay? So once you decide direction, once you decide or you have a team built, you can then start to set goals. What are 3 to 5 main objectives that the company must achieve this year, and potentially broken down into quarters, and then those quarters broken down into weeks, to set specific goals that, if achieved, we know we are achieving the strategy, right? So we do this on a quarterly and annual basis where we say, okay, here's our strategy. What are our goals that we need to achieve so that we know we are winning, right? And we set that, and it's assigned to specific people in the team so that there's ownership and there's accountability. And once those are set, instead of just taking a step back as CEO, I still need to assist, right? So assisting includes coaching, it includes mentoring, it includes removing blockers to the people who are executing on these goals, right? It also includes delegating. There is still work to be done to ensure that the team have everything that they need to achieve their goals and that they are supported, right? And reporting is basically, what are the things that we are measuring? 3 to 5 is the magic number. If we achieve these 3 to 5 things, we know that our strategy is working, right? So you'll have your goals, and then you'll have the metrics to show progress against those goals, right? And this goes in a cycle. Based on the reporting and success through those metrics, we'll decide, okay, is our strategy correct? Are we succeeding? And if these things are failing and the metrics are not showing success, then perhaps you need to decide on a different strategy. And we have pivoted strategy many times because we weren't seeing success, right? And this is why this is built in a cycle, because it just goes around and it gets repeated, it gets checked, and it happens in a cyclical nature. Do we have the right strategy? Do we have the right team? Do we have the right goals? Am I doing enough to support and help the team out? And are we succeeding against our success metrics? These are questions that I, as CEO, ask myself, and I check with the team, and I check and audit these things to ensure that we're achieving strategy. So that is the management side. In regards to the leadership side, there is the vision, right? Why are we here? And one of the key jobs as CEO and leadership is to inspire. And you can't inspire unless we know why we're here. Why do we come to the office? What are we trying to achieve? Understanding of your why as a company will help you to inspire. And this is what I do. And what it requires is continuous reminding of why we're here. and repeating it to inspire. The second part is people, right? So we determined that team is such a critical part of execution on strategy. In order, as leadership, I need to ensure we have the right people in the right seats. We just want to ensure that we have the correct people doing the things that they love and are good at within the company. Sometimes we shift people between departments or into different roles because they're in the wrong seat, but they're the right person. And if they're not, well, we go through a process of trying to hire the right people, fire the wrong people, and promote the right people in order to build the right mix of team to achieve strategy, right? And also, as part of leadership, you have to care, you have to be transparent, you have to listen to your employees, and you have to deploy as much empathy as possible. There is a huge people element to all businesses, and the CEO must care a lot. The third part is culture, right? So a lot of people say, oh, culture is HR department's job to make everything happy, right? That is untrue. I really believe it stems from CEO and then downwards through the leadership team and management. And it's on us as leadership to instill the values of the company, to behave in the right way, and to live and breathe the DNA of the company, because that will trickle down to everyone else. If as CEO, I didn't live any of the values that we have in the company, but I keep telling people to behave this way when I don't do it myself, that's not going to work. I need to lead by example. If I want people to work hard, I should be working hard. There's an example of Starbucks, the new CEO. He wanted everyone to start working back in the office, but he himself is work from home. That's not really leading by example. He's not living and breathing the things that he actually wants. And that's a big no for me. So I hope this helps you understand, as CEO or as leadership or as a manager, these are the types of things that I would be spending my time on and ensuring that these things are being achieved across these 5 areas to ensure that we continue to succeed. So that's all for today. I hope you've found value. Thank you.